Let's do this.
Yeah! Welcome to Ecstatic. Controlled football, the only live professional sports league controlled entirely by you, the fans. I'm Jeff Twins, 1T Cannata, and I'm joined by some of my favorite people on the planet. Josh Macuga, the Commissioner Ray Austin, and a returning champion, Dees, is finally back with us. Patrick, what's up?
It is so good to see you gentlemen again. It feels like way too long. How you been?
Well, we thought you left. We were just like,
I assumed it was something I said.
Yeah,
or Josh
it was,
said.
Jeffrey. Jacob, could you play the clip about that thing that Jeff said? I want to break it down like this
if
film.
you could.
Back
I'm
into the
surprised
lefts.
Jacob.
Yeah. Man, that does track. That does track.
Jacob never fails. The man never lets you down.
No, you know he was searching back there.
Like a holster, boy. He'd be like,
yeah, yep.
The problem is that he had multiple options to choose from.
Josh and I were talking the other day, Jeff, and I asked him, at what point do you just not like us anymore?
Yeah.
Just like at one point you're like, you know what? No, not damn thing yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm here to be your punching bag. It's okay. It's all right.
You know, I'm usually the one, and somehow Jeff is like over the last 6 months is like taking it away from me, and I don't know. I think when I think it started. Huh? It really did. It started as soon as he said, well, when I was doing Shakespeare in East Texas, and Dees and I were like, wait a second.
Never bring up Shakespeare on a sports show. I've learned this.
Hey, Josh, you can't fit his shoes, bro.
Oh, because he can't keep them on, right? Because he can't keep them on.
He can't fit his shoes.
I can't fit my shoes. Yeah, that's the problem.
Jacob, I believe we have a preview of the Orlando Trout. Could you throw that up real quick? I don't know. I don't know if we got that.
We were talking about Dees, and all of a sudden it circled back around to me. I don't know how that works.
It's true.
Man.
Oh, ready?
Yeah, here we go. This is live Orlando.
Man.
Jeff, it's got to feel good to be a source of so much joy. Do you know what I mean? Like that clip gives so much to the three of us, and I know everybody watching.
I knew that I literally brought other shoes just in case we were going to run routes. I brought other shoes.
Any
they
price.
were so far away. Yeah. Anyway, the good news is we got other stuff to talk about. We got season 2.0 coming in when, Jacob? 72 days.
Hit that.
72 days.
That's like
not okay.
That's literally my alarm clock in the morning.
That's not a good feeling.
Yeah,
I know. Somebody was giving me shit on Twitter the other day. I was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are playing in 72 days. You just broke ground." And I was like, "Welcome to fan control football."
It should be called barely controlled football.
But my favorite thing about that is we let fans in on that stuff, right? Like nobody here is pretending like we've got our shit together, like even a little bit. Right? There are no pretenses, and I think it's fun, right? Like seeing behind the scenes of like how this stuff actually comes together. It's been a learning process for me, but like, different things, but I think it's a miracle that any video game ships, that any movie gets made. Like it's a bunch of people who are professional problem solvers coming together to make something, be it a game or a movie or a sports league. And so it's been an education process for me, for sure.
I think that's the cool thing about people are getting to see the behind the scenes of a company being actually created.
Yeah.
We're adding people on, we're starting to see other people do stuff and put them at other places. It's a really cool thing to watch.
Because it turns out behind the scenes at the NFL, things aren't good.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
I mean, you guys won't have arrived until you get your first class action lawsuit, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
The exciting thing is that it really is a grassroots, like ground up. You guys, inviting the fans into the process. It really feels organic. And yes, there's going to be missteps. Yes, there's going to be mistakes here and there. But as we saw with season 1.0, very fast, very agile course correction can happen midstream as well. I mean, we had rule changes in the middle of the season, things, and the fans get to have their voices heard in a real way.
100%. I mean, let's be honest. If we ended a playoff game with a coin toss, maybe the greatest playoff game ever played outside of a Super Bowl with a coin toss, and didn't do something about it, we would really be hurting our fandom. And never heard of another league doing that.
No,
but hey, listen, we listen to the fans. Am I right, Ray? I've taken a couple shots.
I want to ask too. I know we got a jam-packed show today, so a lot to get through. But I do want to take a minute because, and I'm putting Macuga on the spot just a little bit.
Oh no,
Macuga's been let behind the curtain even more. So like, the unfiltered view of what's going on here. Macuga now works here full time, and I'm very curious to hear what would be the top 1 or 2 things that you were like, oh, that's how that works here.
But I think it's so funny that he just started, and it's like he already's been here for like 3-4 years.
100%. No, he's one of us for sure.
He told me to do something the other day. I was like,
I'll be honest. First thing I didn't realize was how many people do like so many jobs. I was like, oh, so you got to talk to so-and-so and talk to so-and-so, but they already do that as well. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. So I'm just going to email everybody. All right. Then I just see it. And second, and the other thing that really, what gets me is that, anytime I call somebody, they pick up their phone. That has never happened in any other company. Call. Yeah. What's going on? I got 3 minutes. Talk to me. I'm like, all right, so here's what's going on. Great. All right. Goodbye. Boom. It is like there's the amount of communication is bonkers in a very, very good way. And it seems like on the surface, at least, that everybody likes one another. Like that
that's true.
Absolutely shocking to me. Because like when
that's how you know the company hasn't been around very long.
Like when I worked at some other companies, like on my first day, the boss would be like, all right, so here's what's going on. Nobody likes Jack.
Fuck Jack. Just
nobody likes him.
Nobody.
He's the worst. And don't even get me started.
In your house.
Michelle? You heard about Michelle?
Don't
with Tracy.
First of all, if you even email Michelle, you're fired. You can't email her. It's over. It's over. So I haven't gotten that one just yet. But yes.
Well, so 2 things on that. One, yes, everybody authentically likes each other because like that's why we start companies. I've started 4 or 5 at this point, and it's because I have a crippling fear of working with assholes. So I know if I start the company, then everybody I like, if it works
What's
here,
Jeff doing here?
Level. Wow. And the second thing is you hit the ground running with that. Okay, Dees, cool. You have 3 minutes? Can you give me 3? Sure, that's good. Like, you hit the ground running with that in a way. Like Ray and I earlier. Ray's like, I need I got 6. He's like, okay, I'll take it. We're just going.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're moving fast.
Yep.
72 days.
72 days, Jacob. This is what that sound is what wakes up Ray in the morning. Mine is a combination of that sound and my 11-month-old daughter going,
yeah.
The other day I was like, just sleep in 5 more minutes. I just need 5. Oh man. I see a name in the chat here. I haven't yet seen. Marcus said Dwayne Finney Jr. will be the defensive MVP. I wrote that name down. I don't know if he is signed or if he's going to be at a tryout, but I wrote that name down because if that is true, I would like to meet this person. Ray, Kamish?
I'm trying to. What position? You said D-line?
He said will be defensive MVP, and he came from
defensive
Marcus.
What position? I want to see. That's just saying a lot.
That's
on the shot now.
Curtis Collins, Marquil Osborne, like it's saying a lot, man.
It's immortalized now. It's on the show, and if he is the defensive MVP, I would like Marcus to come on the show and talk a little bit about why he made that bold prediction. Look at that.
I wrote it on a post-it.
It's Babe Ruth pointing to the stands. It's I love it. I love the moxie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Speaking of which, we got lots of news to run down. First and foremost, tomorrow morning, I'm getting on an airplane and I'm flying to Orlando, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, to join these knuckleheads.
Yep.
where
right.
we are going to be conducting the second to last, the penultimate, if you will, FCF Season 2.0 tryout in Orlando, Florida. We are going to broadcast it live here on Twitch and on DAZN, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, twitch.tv/FCF, DAZN. You got to be there. We have been making plans, formulating the layouts and rundowns. We're going to be focusing on the players. Commish, tell me about the level of talent that you guys already know is signed up to attend this Saturday.
Oh man, it's over 130, I think, right now. Maybe a little.
I think it was like
less.
136, if I'm not mistaken.
136, but which is great. I mean, look, we're going to Florida. Like,
yeah,
I can't tell you there's a love-hate thing there. I know I'm gonna find athletes there, but I hate Florida because I've never beat the University of Florida. And the thing about Florida though is that from FAMU to Florida State, you're gonna find athletes. Like that's the South. Like they grow football players. Florida, Texas, California, now Georgia, Alabama's up there now. But Florida, they always have athletes. So we've already got some guys. We're going to see some Blazers already. I guarantee you, we'll get at least 4 or 5 4-4s. We'll get some good 4-5s. We'll get some really good receivers. And this is the one thing about Florida. To me, I think you find guys that are smaller. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the Florida wide receivers, if you think about some of those guys, they were smaller, but they were real quick, man. And I'm telling you, I think we're going to find a lot of those guys out there. We got a lot of DBs coming, which is great. I'm gonna work with some of the DBs. Again, I keep telling all our fans, if you know offensive linemen, we need offensive linemen. That's the toughest position for us to scout and get. Because there's such a, you're either a good offensive lineman or you're bad. I mean, it's hard to be right in the middle. So if you know guys that are O linemen, we've got they probably won't make the Florida one, but if they want to sign up for Atlanta and February 26th, that'd be great. We got a whole bunch of guys coming to Atlanta too, so it's gonna be nuts. We're gonna see about 500 guys in the next 2 weeks with our eyes, all of us with our eyes, which is gonna be so phenomenal, and the fans are gonna see it.
Yeah, and it's going to be really cool. I mean, if you want to tune in, please mark it on your calendar. This Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, we are going to be live on the field. The commission is going to be there. Coach Jenks and the other coaching staff is going to be there evaluating players. And we are going to have a on-the-field pass to see these guys. We're going to be focusing on the man-up drills. We're going to be focusing on one-on-one stuff. We're going to see these guys showing what they got. We're going to have slow-mo replays of all the best catches. It's going to be a blast to see this next generation of talent for season 2.0. What new blood is coming into this league. I'm really, really excited to be there live and see all the guys that are going to show up. So I hope you guys will be there with us.
I'll bring up one more thing, Jeff, and I'm glad you brought that up. This is going to be the time the fans get to go up against the commission. We're going to give you guys a chance to see some of those. Once you see some of those wide receivers, I don't get a chance to see those guys because I'm working with the defensive players. I'm working with the defensive backs. So I'm going to start, scout my top 4 or 5 guys that I want the fans to go up against. So if you guys see some receivers out there, we want you guys to eyeball those guys. And what we can do is we'll have really little competition, you against the commish, and we're going to see who gets it, man. So
yeah, I want to underscore that because it's going to be really, really cool. Again, power to the fans, every level, every step of the way when it comes to FCF. And that includes this tryout where the last section, we're going to be watching these guys. We're going to be noting down names and numbers and figuring out who our favorites are. And so will you at home watching live. And then at the end of the show, like Ray said, like the commissioner said, it's the fans versus the commissioner. So the commissioner's going to throw up some DBs and the fans get to pick the wide receivers that are going to go up against them. And you can even bet and earn points in the app based on whether you think the DB is going to win or the wide receiver is going to win. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm so excited about it.
Tons of interaction this tryout. I'm going to be on the field for most of it with the commish. Relaying information back to Jeff and Patrick, who will be up on the desk. Don't worry, we'll be there for a little bit. We've also, we've got 2 hours of tryout and then a bonus overtime hosted by Ray and myself, where these guys are going to get to show off just a little more. There's so many guys out there. There's so much opportunity for you to really show off at this tryout. We're told that there could be slight precipitation in the forecast. Okay?
Definitely happening.
Yes, for sure. And so, there's nothing like a good old rain football. Like, come on, this is classic. Yeah. Let's go.
Have we talked about on the show? I've been gone for what feels like about a year. Have we talked a little bit about that?
You were first.
Well,
wait, can I give a shout out here real quick in chat? Somebody called you the Red Giant, I think, or like, oh my God, it's Patrick. Wait, somebody said something about, I lost it, but it was like, oh, good to see the Ginger Giant back or something like that. I loved it.
The discount store Conan O'Brien, which was in the comment, hit me right in the heart, our very first show. The other thing we're doing, Jeff talked
there it is, the Red Whale. They called you the Red Whale, Patrick.
Okay, Beluga, baby. Beluga. Like you talked a little bit about the interactivity on the stream, kind of bigger picture over the course of all of these combines. We're going to the one in Atlanta after that. And NBC is shooting a bubble show, which we've got 6 guys that are kind of on the brink of making the league. We're going to do a deep dive on all 6. We're going to get to know them. And you, the fans, are going to be able to vote in our app and be able to watch on NBC Talk the show about kind of the couple of spots going to one of 6 dudes. So lots to look forward to. And my point is, tune into this one so you'd be prepared for that one as well. I think that it's important you can get the big picture of all of the combines before making that decision and ultimately impacting one of these guys' lives.
Yeah,
I think where Patrick has been. He's been being transformed into a robot.
Yeah, your internet is not the best today, Dees, but it kind of makes you sound awesome. I mean, it's.
I want to be Optimus Prime or any Decepticon. Really, go. It's fine.
No, but Dees was right though. It's this, like, I guess a lot of people. You don't know what it takes to, like, the process to evaluate a player. Like it's from them walking into and signing up. Does he talk? Does he, is he a quiet guy? Does he get his, we're always evaluating guys. And we seem to, are they stretching? Are they doing their own pregame warm up? Or are they sitting there chilling? All those, we're just walking around and we're picking all that stuff up. And a lot of times you don't get to see that as fans. It's like, why did they choose this guy? Why did they choose that guy over this guy? All those things you need to look at. You got to look at a guy if he's always holding his hamstrings. Pull up. I mean, you watch him over there. Just make sure. This is the things you have to do to evaluate. So we're going to give you guys a chance to do that. That's why we're running the stream so long. We want you guys to be involved in picking our players and helping us. Deliver this shit.
And the chat is going to be running through the whole show. We're going to have our eyes on chat. We want to have your take on these players, your perspective on who to look for all throughout the stream. So be there, be a part of it. Again, this is a fully interactive sports league. That means from the word go. That's not just during game time. That means all the lead up to game time, including these tryouts, including the entire road to season 2.0, which we are fully on now. In fact, this week the venue was announced.
Boom!
Really epic. I don't know, Patrick. You're a little Megatron-y right now, but here we got it. Maybe you can walk us through it.
Yeah, so we are. If I'm sounding okay, just give me one of these if it starts to go very bad. We're at historic Pullman Yards in Atlanta. Not great. Why don't I come back? I'll just come back. Okay. I'll bounce out, come back. Maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm not. I'll let you go. I'll come right back. We'll try to rejoin the
call. I can walk you through this. As you can see here, as you can see here, there's a building, and there's some lights popping out of it, and that's what we're looking at.
What about the dates? We got dates.
This is the historical Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. They have shot every damn movie that you guys have probably seen Marvel wise, they probably shot here. Some really action packed places. Like when you see it from the outside, it is exact. Like we couldn't have pictured being in a place that really represented us, because we always came up with the whole FCF and what did it look like. We always kind of look back at our kind of how we grew up, the culture of and one and Rutgers Park, and that that grittiness, that the Running Man. You remember just how it was just like it was just gritty. And so when we found this place, it was perfect for us. And like you guys have seen the pictures, which are great. Yeah, the renderings are freaking awesome. And this is like we were thinking about, like, should we show everybody this, or should it be a surprise? But those who have seen the first our first stadium, when I say this is one of my favorite times, is being up in the booth and watching the players come onto the field and they saw it for the first time. It warmed my heart, because I knew like they were like, this is where we're about to can play. Yeah. And it was such a great feeling. I think I was like, man, we really made them proud of wanting to play for the FCF. And when I say when y'all see this, it is incredible to walk around it and just see the rust and the dirt, and just also think about all the amazing movies that have been shot in that place. And then to see that's where we're going to be. It's awesome. And if you look, well, go ahead. Last thing I'll say was, if you look at it, we always said we wanted a fucking party at a football game. Like everybody is partying. Like we having a good, like the way you see the VIPs, it's like, man, you're gonna be right there with the team owners, like high fiving the Beast and Marshawn being there, and Renee from the Beast being there and destroying, yelling and screaming against, like. This is going to be a party that's going to be exclusive for just us. You got to be in the fan control to do this shit.
And that's what's so cool. I mean, you guys are transforming this historic venue into something fully modern, fully high tech, just off the charts. I mean, you see the renderings here in these images. I don't think that does it justice. I've seen
what's that? You remember that movie, the robot boxer movie with with Hugh Jackman, right? Hugh Jackman, and it was this.
Oh man.
And they had to go to this one place to kind of they had to go to this one place to kind of start like working up to fighting, and there was this underground spot. Like that's the vibe we want. We're bringing
Real Steel. Liquid Air just told us Real Steel. That's an underrated movie. That's a good one.
It's so good. So good. And that was like, these were our visions, like Rucker Park and One, and like those were our ideas when we were thinking about what we wanted to the facility to look like.
And like if season 1 was like old Three Rivers Stadium, no offense to last year's stadium, this year is like Jerry World. Right. It's like the upgrade is insane.
And the biggest thing is, season 1.0 had to happen in a bubble, and season 2.0 is going to have fans in the seats, man.
Yes.
That's going to be a blast, so you can sign up for early ticket access. And I'm so thrilled that there'll be people live to cheer those players on, to make some noise and to be there and to feel it. When you're at a live sporting event, you feel it. You don't just watch it and hear it. You feel it in your bones, It's going to be a blast.
Rockchalk 10 says BattleBots hasn't changed since 1995. Yeah, this is a little bit different than BattleBots. just a touch different, just a little bit different. No, I think the thing that gets me most excited about is how like kind of state of the art it's going to be too. I mean, everything in there is just going to be, I mean, the sponsors that we're talking to, and we're taking every step necessary to make sure 2.0 blows the doors off the place. We're inside, but you got that natural light in there, 4 games on a Saturday. I mean, you have a full day of football. This is the kind of days when like you sit on your couch and you don't get up. You order the food, you know what I mean?
Ooh,
or you come and see us. Yeah, just call it plays all day long.
Oh, you start with water and you end with whiskey. Like it is. You there all day. You know what I'm saying? And then you start off with some anytizers. But I ain't even going to go there.
It's the perfect pairing for anytizers. A full day of football.
Yes.
Oh, the commissioner on it today.
Really bringing it. We we got an amazing guest coming on for the Tyson Anytizer moment. But when you talk about amazing things, Jeff, you talk about Anytizers.
Oh, I talk about Anytizers constantly. Why? Because any time is a good time to talk about Anytizers. Even better time is any time to eat an Anytizer. Oh, they're delicious.
When your mouth is screaming for version 2.0 of fan-controlled football, the only way to quench. Quelm? Isn't quelm? Quell. There he is. There he's back.
Speaking of quelm,
the ginger assassin is back. The internet still is bad, but
No!
it's okay.
No. Is Jack on some sort of device? Is the family just streaming everything in there?
Nope. Is it good?
That's
I'm
all right.
sorry. This is a nightmare.
No, it's okay.
It's
We
fine.
love having you. We'll take you even in slideshow form. You know. Hey, I want to talk about a couple of other league news things, including the jersey result winners are in.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
that's
Did I
what I'm
see
told.
it?
that's what. Yeah,
There's so much going on. I'm sorry.
the commission. The Ray only has a cross stitch jersey that McKenna is working on. It's going to take her all season, but she's going to make it happen.
Check out these bad boys.
It's so hot.
Oh, yes, I saw that. I saw those
hot.
today. Okay, all right. That is so hot. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorites.
Me too.
Like I saw somebody in the chat say why black on the Glacier Boys. I mean, look, I know the Wild Aces had a lot of blue in there too from last year, but hey, man, I think that black is hard.
Let me tell you what. When the Steelers do the color rush, when the fans do the All Blacks, like when the Dolphins did the All Blacks with a little bit of that same color in there, man. Somebody said, "Yeah, I'm salty that it's all black." Why? That jersey is straight fire.
Come on.
Yeah, I love the polar bears in there.
Yeah,
So rad.
That was my vote for sure.
100%.
So rad.
Not even
And you
close.
can pre-order these as it says on the screen there. You can pre-order your own jersey. I know we have a couple of jersey collectors in our audience.
We're doing jerseys and then also T-shirts that are like replica jerseys, and I think that would look real clean on a T-shirt too.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's the next one? Is that the only one?
Are we Dees? Are we letting them put their numbers on there, or what are we doing?
Yeah, so there'll be a customization option too, so you can get whatever number in your name on there for sure.
Look at the back with the dragon face.
Yeah, it's so good.
I like the scales. I like the scales in the front.
Yeah.
But the Beast vote was interesting because you couldn't go wrong with all of the Beast options were amazing. Unlike the Aces one, which we'll talk about, but like the Beasts were all winners.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
so good. The scales are great.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, kind of taking it up.
I'm gonna double down on my Beast fandom this season just based on the jerseys alone.
Oh wow, Jeffrey.
That's bad.
I mean, that Glacier Boys all black is enough for me to maybe jump from the Wild Aces ship. I'll be honest. That is
pretty smooth.
Yeah, that is something fire. All right, what is the
Zappers?
Woo! Yeah, that looks like a superhero. That looks like the Flash. You know,
that is the Flash.
I was a little torn on this one. Do you remember the one that was mostly white with the lightning bolts all through it?
Everybody wanted that one too.
That was hands down my favorite. It was a really close vote. This one edged it out. Fans seem to love it, so I'm excited.
This one I think are going to look like a team of superheroes. You know, it's going to look like
it's going to look Incredibles.
Like, yeah. It's going to
dash.
Pretty badass.
I mean, this is the kind of thing that you put on and you kind of feel faster. You know?
Exactly.
Look at just a little bit. Oh man,
aerodynamic today.
I think it has the Speed Force.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that gets that reference.
Yeah, no, okay. I watched the first season of The Flash. That was enough. Then they went into multiverse. Once you start bringing up multiverses, I'm out. I'm out.
So
everything's a multiverse right now.
I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I mean. I can't. Once we leave Earth and we go to other Earths, I can't do all these other Earths.
I'm the same way. I know, man.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you,
Come
Ray.
on.
Exactly.
Storytelling potential.
I don't know how your water is. I don't know if your trees smell like trees. Like,
I don't know how
Yeah.
your water is.
Thank you, Ray.
There's one thing I need to know is how is your water?
Yo,
it looks like water, but it might not taste like water. Like,
Ray and I live on a practical Earth. Okay, as soon as you start introduce
ink and toner, bro.
ink and toner.
give me a multiverse all day long. The rich storing potential.
You guys are really gonna not enjoy my Ink and Toner season 2.0 pitch.
Yeah.
Ink and Toner accidentally fall into a time warp into the multiverse
and meet themselves.
And still confused as to who is toner and who is ink. Nobody knows.
Their angry lieutenant is like, Ink, Toner, how many times have I told you stay on this earth? You don't know what the water is like where you're headed.
Captain, I gotta stay hydrated.
All right, so Patrick, tell us about the brouhaha with the Wild Aces redesign.
All right, I don't know if we have a jersey up what the original proposal one was, but I said on Twitter, here it is. It looks like Vegas vomited out all over like these jerseys. They just weren't, and admittedly, I didn't like them either, but there was a lot of people internally who thought they were cool jerseys and unilaterally said, no thanks. And so, in true FCF fashion, we listened and said, I get it. You got it. I mean, how important is it that your guys on the field have to look badass and that you have a say in that, right? Like taking the least bad option is no fun for anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went back to the drawing board and said, hey, we're going to present some new ones. We're going to listen to some fans. I know we're talking a little bit later to Campfire Designs, but again,
right now, we're talking right now.
Let's bring him in because he from Campfire Designs, he designed the actual Wild Aces logo. He had a true vision for what these things should and could look like. He presented it to us as an option and we said, you know what? We like it.
Nick Gallegos.
Hello,
Nick,
gentlemen.
what's up, man?
Nick.
What's up,
Nick?
How's it going?
Welcome
Long time,
back.
buddy.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
You look fantastic, Nick. You're a man amongst men over here. You took the Wild Aces. What Patrick was saying, Vegas throw up. I was saying Gambit's like ugly cousin. He just was like, I made a football team, right? Which is kind of funny because today Channing Tatum came out and was like, I can't think about Gambit. I can't watch movies anymore because I'm depressed. And I think a lot of Wild Aces fans were kind of like, give Channing Tatum this jersey and let's start anew.
I thought it looked like somebody gave someone the jersey and then they printed it out on a dot matrix printer. Yeah, the old
Little bit of ink, lot of toner. Little bit of ink, lot of toner.
Oh man.
So hey,
Man.
let me ask you, Nick, what was your reaction as a guy who when you saw those jerseys, what was going through your mind?
Initially thought it was a choice and leave it at that. No, I didn't initially hate the designs, but when I was looking at it and just thinking about it as like you were saying, having kind of that background vision of what I always thought the Aces could look like, it was something that was just a little bit too much of a change from season 1 to season 2.
It's busy
and a little busy. So my whole thought process behind it was something that looked like a natural evolution from season 1, even the ones I presented wasn't a huge change, but enough that it had some differences to it and was like a natural step from before. And the ones that were presented initially thought we were just like a little bit too far off in a direction that I didn't think most people were huge fans of.
So what's the process when you sit down and you say, I'm going to redesign a jersey? How do you even begin?
I mean, really just comes down to finding a voice for it or a thought process that I kind of have for the just a general idea. So with the Aces one, it's kind of like that. neon look, the bright colors. Obviously, you can see the poster they got behind me too, and just having fun with it and making sure those colors stay consistent, so it has like a natural evolution to it, so it doesn't seem widely off from what was designed before.
How many aces, card aces? Go ahead. Sorry.
Hold on.
Okay.
Did you do that? Did you do that poster?
Yeah,
you're damn right he did.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
You're damn
Dude,
right
can you
he
send
did.
me one of those, bro? Can you send me one of those?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can, I'm serious. I would put. I want to put that up. That's what, like the Wild Aces. Some of those players were some of my favorite guys. So
Ink and Toner over here was just like, hey, hold up. Just push me back. I want free merch.
Right
I want some free shit.
We'll talk.
Hey,
Fred,
Josh,
we'll talk.
stop talking. I'm
something out of
trying to
this.
ask for free stuff.
Well, Nick, we've got you the jersey that you on Twitter. I think we've got some of the designs that you put together. I was wondering if we could throw those up and you can give us a little voiceover of what you were thinking, what they look like. Now, how different do those look like? I mean, I am a huge fan of all three of these.
Yeah. So again, that was the whole process of finding somewhat of a natural progression that they didn't look too off from season one. Because and then thinking practically too. So like if you're having people in the stands wearing season one jerseys and then someone wearing season two, and they were the ones previous design, they don't mesh. They look like two different teams almost.
Yeah.
So in this
That's a good
aspect, was
point.
keeping them consistent color wise, so that they looked similar. And when you put season one, season two together, they don't look that much different.
Bottom right for me, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
say the same thing.
bottom
Bottom
right.
right to me too. Yeah.
Yeah, but now we're going like bottom right it's very close to the Glacier Boys, I guess. Jacob, could you go real quick from this to Glacier Boys? Can you do that? Or no? Do we not have that ability?
I mean, that guy can do anything. You kidding me? Look at that.
There we go. Okay, yeah, that's way off. That's way
different
off.
enough.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah,
Very different.
I like on that bottom right one. I like that stripe on the side with the lines that are
Yeah.
separated. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Totally great.
Can
just
you go
use
back to the Wild Aces, Jacob? There we go. Sorry.
Yeah. So again, just
I know
using
I'm asking a
elements
lot.
to it. So it's
Ooh,
like
yeah, look at that. See, far right, man, far right.
Yeah, the far right to me is still the
hard.
best one. Yeah.
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 So it's using
I
those
mean,
like elements.
I like
like
one.
the,
I like
the
one
band
too.
of
I like
like
one
the
too.
headband for the Aces logo, kind of using that on the sides.
Yes.
Aha.
Like an option having it across the
Dude,
chest.
I agree with you, Ray. I like the left one as well.
Yeah,
The
it's
left one is
cool.
not bad.
One-
I
one
like
is
that.
hot, yeah.
The gradient of the pink there without any interruption on it is pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
That's
I
hot.
agree.
I mean,
I don't-
it's simple. It gives you two. Like that's a little simpler.
Right.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got the blue right here, but it's simpler, kind of like college. But
Yeah,
then
kind
you
of
see
tones it
the,
down
like,
a little modern.
yeah. But I like that one too.
I like the pink numbers though too. I like the pink
Yeah, me
numbers are
too.
so good.
Nick, you went above and beyond and designed kind of with the face mask color and how that looks like in concert
Yeah.
with the rest of the
Oh.
jersey.
Yeah.
It's badass. The one on the right is incredible.
I didn't even notice
That pink
that.
face
till
mask,
pointing it out.
Grill
it's
on
so
it, yeah.
sick. The pink grill. And then I think that and Ray, keep me honest here. I don't know if we even had that on our radar, but you included a champion patch on there, the season one. You called it out specifically in your designs, right?
Yeah. So calling
Yeah.
out like the little championship patch, just as something again that it's similar in nature to like NFL, college, that they look clean, look modern, but then adding some of that FCF stuff to it,
dude.
like what they
Yeah.
don't do in professional sports, like celebrate
don't-
that we're the champions.
Yeah, I just don't think we were even
That's
thinking
dope.
about it. It's my point, Nick. I appreciate you're just so far outside of the box as to like, hey, I think you understand kind of our core ethos and our visual voice, and you're taking that and saying, hey, how can I incorporate it? Like, it's just your work's awesome. Everything I've seen
Yeah,
together,
dude.
both in the league and
Dude,
outside the league. So hire this guy.
Like
I was gonna say,
wear
can
this,
I?
dude? I would wear this shit like that. That 1 and 2, like 1 and 3, like those are dope. Like those
Yeah.
dark, those that like royal. It kind of those. It's not black pants. Those that's ill, man.
Yeah, and that even number 2, like the pink collar is pretty cool.
I like that pink color. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if you added that to the right jersey, the black with and you added that pink collar to match the pink grill, maybe
True. Yeah.
It's good, man.
these
It's good.
are fire.
It's
And
such
they
a
are
skill.
campfire.
It's a skill that
Got it.
I just don't have any window into. It's just like how it feels like magic that you can think like this. It's cool.
No, I mean, it's
Thank
a
you,
great
thank you.
way you're using pink, man. Because especially in the
Yeah, different
number
colors, man.
one, Yeah, and you bringing that Cameron feel to it. A lot of people don't mess with pink, but Cameron makes
Ray,
that shit cool.
in the metaverse, we're called Pink and Toner.
Oh my god.
It's pink and toner, but the second P is silent.
Yep.
And
Well,
then
Nick, talk to me a little bit about, like, obviously you are a tried and true Aces fan. I mean, hell, you put Nick's face on a helmet. It's pretty amazing. What are your hopes for both the Aces in season 2 and then kind of the league at large? Like, where do you hope this goes in season 2, 3, 4? Like, what are you looking forward to the most?
Obviously running it back-to-back champs would be number one priority for the Wild Aces. So I'm looking forward to that. Just seeing the natural evolution of FCF in general, seeing how it evolves, because that's obviously one of the main aspects and drawing points to the FCF is that it can evolve very quickly, and with fan input can change overnight. So it's a really cool aspect that other professional sports organizations really don't have, or when they do, the turnaround time so long that it's frustrating. Like the overtime rules for NFL, which most people don't seem to like, and it takes so long to change that. Yeah,
only because they're terrible.
Well, I love, man. Honestly, it makes me.
Should
feel
we just
good.
hire them? Is this a pitch room, Dees?
Bro, these are so dope. They are so dope, man. Like,
but I want to touch on it makes me feel so good that you had trust in the league, so much so that you went and designed it first. It's not like you broke off a phone call and said, Dees, I'm thinking about designing a jersey. Is it worth my time or energy? You just did it. You did the thing. And I love that about people who understand and get that being the ethos of this league. Guys like you, guys like Celso Porto, they're just like, I'm going to make content and I know that these guys are going to incorporate it. Like, you just knew that we would pay attention and actually that you could affect change. So I was thrilled that you just said, look, I can do better. And and that's no small feat. I mean, to Jeff's point, I don't even know where you start, but I mean, that'd be hours worth of work to put together something like that. It was awesome.
Yeah. And again, that's such a credit to you guys and the whole philosophy of being able to input stuff like that. Whereas obviously a huge organization like the NFL, like me being able to get something through that chain of communication and effort to get through there would be impossible. So
listen, man, Josh, I ain't want to cut you off, nigga. I'm just gonna say this, bro. Like, you've got like not next America's Next Top Model, but you got the one that they do the design. Like, they come up with actual outfits for the models. Like, if we had a show with like people coming up with new brands and designs like this, where we get that shit sponsored, and like people coming out with dope ass stuff like this, and
before you even said it, Ray, I was going to say, Nick, reach out to me when the show's over. I've got an idea that was very similar to that, Ray, and I want to get you more involved, dude. You're way too talented to just do jerseys and helmets.
This is Josh going, no, I had the idea before you heard Ray say the idea. I just want everybody to know I already had the idea.
Hey, Captain, shut up. It's Ink and Toner's time. Or in the metaverse, as Jess said, it's a silent P. It's Pink and Toner. See, it's a pink and never mind. All right, I'm an idiot. All right, thanks, guys.
I'll say every idea that comes up from this day point, the four of us have done. The four founders have come up with it for the last 8 years.
That's true.
It just reminds us.
Well, no, what I will say is it is. So no, I think there's an amazing group of people who continue to add to the vision that we had originally come up with. But it is really funny because you were constantly adding. That's where you guys asked where I've been. I've been out hiring people and growing this team for season 2 and season 3. But the number of people wanted, you guys thought about this. Yeah, we spent a lot of time thinking about that. It is fun. Everybody runs through the whole thing. But yeah, no, I mean.
Well, let me ask you this question, okay? Since we're looking at Wild Aces jerseys and we're talking about season 2.0. We're going from 4 teams to 8 teams. Is it twice as hard for them to repeat, or more than twice as hard for them to repeat? And follow-up question, if they repeat, is it too soon to say dynasty?
Well,
never too soon to say dynasty. Too soon. As far as it's already a dynasty.
We're already prepared for the dynasty. We just need to make it happen.
Wow, there you go. Listen, I mean, they called the Green Bay Packers a dynasty, and they only won the first 2 Super Bowls and then didn't win another one until like the mid-90s. Okay? Dynasty. A real dynasty starts with an S and ends with the Tealers.
Oh
okay?
My God.
Yeah, I think you mean to
Everybody
say the
drink.
San Francisco 49ers in the 80s. I think you mean to say that.
Jeff, everybody knows that in the grand scheme of things, the 49ers would have lost to the Steelers every single time they played.
Oh,
okay?
stop.
Every single time they played.
Stop. Montana does not know how to lose.
That's true. Oh, man.
FCF member, Joe Montana. Nick, are you coming to games this season? Are we going to see you live at all?
Oh yeah, if you get the opportunity, I'd love to go out there and see it live. Yeah, so yeah, I'm totally down for that.
We are inviting you right now. Come to a game.
Dees, Friday night, we'll do a campfire tailgate. Literal campfire.
That sounds
Come
great.
on.
Sounds
now
great.
we're talking.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, open invite, buddy. Like any game you want to come be our guest. We'd love to have you.
100%.
Totally down. Thank you.
Well, Nick, we are, as you've heard, we're thrilled with the designs. I think the fans are thrilled, and because their voice was heard, right? They said this is unacceptable. We're not happy with these designs, and FCF listened, and you came through, and so I think that is a testament to your initiative and your skill, and so excited to see it. So thank you.
Good stuff, Nick.
Thank you guys.
Real good stuff, man.
Nick,
giving you guys the opportunity, like myself, and then other guys like Jose Ruckus putting Aces Wild podcast together. Just those kind of from the ground up, fan controlled.
Oh yeah,
that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Nick, what are you on social, Nick?
There you go.
Twitter got right there. Yeah, campfire_design, and Instagram is just Campfire Design Studios.
Boom.
Anything
cool.
you want to
All of
plug
them.
on the way out? Outside of your social?
No, just this is what I do. So just designing logos, branding, apparel. That's what I do on the side. So if anyone's looking for stuff like that, definitely hit me up. And then go Aces for season 2, man.
All right,
We need the official ink and toner, graphic package. Right, and we need angry captain. I'm just gonna start asking for free stuff like Ray. Hey Nick, I got a really good idea for a clothing line. We'll talk about it off air. All right, awesome.
Listen, all you in the comments, think about it. All the stuff that we're walking billboards. Got to think about that. So we're gonna be everywhere. We're gonna be on NBC, Peacock, The Zone. You give me a shirt. Look, Makina made this for me. Ever since she made it for me, because I know how much work she put in. I wear it every
another thing you
show
just
since.
asked for.
Just give me free shit.
Make me something.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. I love it. And Nick Gallego, thank you for being here. You're awesome. We'll see more of you in season 2.0, I hope.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.
Slick Nick 2.0.
There he is. There he is.
Dude, Fred Airmail in the chat, show name, hey Captain, shut up, which I think is strong.
That's not bad at all.
No, that's strong.
You heard the official invite for Nick Gallegos to join us in Atlanta for season 2.0. And the venue was announced. We talked about it. We saw some of those renderings. We got a promo for you for that venue. Check it out.
This April, the disruptors of professional sports return to Atlanta in a brand new state-of-the-art arena built at Pullman Yards. Get ready for luxury suites, in-your-face action, and the ultimate fan experience. Fan Control Football Season Version 2.0 starts April 16, 2022. We've broken ground. Sign up for early access and game day tickets.
I'm so excited.
So many people have reached out to me, family, friends. Hey, what's the deal? How do I get, that's when you know that you're like doing something that people want to be about. How do I get tickets this year? Like, you can do pre-sale. No. Like, you got to get me free ones. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. That's how this works. Great. All right. Yeah. Sure.
Like,
person I haven't talked to since high school.
Fine, Ray. Yeah. I'll get you free tickets.
He's a walking billboard.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he could make a really nice, Tyson Anytizer jersey? Like we should maybe
we should spitball. We should brainstorm an Anytizer jersey because like an Anytizer, the jersey would go with any occasion.
Boom.
Yes.
You could wear it anytime, casual wear, formal wear. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Like
Done.
an Anytizer, it works anytime.
All right, I'm gonna give you the commercial. You guys ready for it? Okay.
Yeah.
Go get it.
It's 1993. Okay. You get that you got that like that little bit of a blurry standard definition commercial. Okay.
Go on.
It's a nice house party going on. Husband and wife getting ready for all the guests to come over. Husband opens the oven. Nothing's in it. Hun, have you seen the Tyson's Anytizers? And she goes, oh my God, I forgot. And then he throws on the Tyson's Anytizer jersey. Okay. Takes off, doesn't get in his car, starts running to his local grocery store, gets to the freezer aisle, opens the door, grabs the Anytizer, throws him under his arm like a football.
Love it.
Pushes, stiff arm, out of the way, old lady. I got somewhere to be. It's Anytizer time. Turns out the old lady is B. Arthur from Golden Girls. In her heyday, just won an Emmy. Boom. B. Arthur's like, who's this? She goes, oh, he's got Anytizers? She screams in the shopping mall, Anytizers, Anytizers. The whole mall starts chasing him. Or the whole grocery store starts chasing him. He throws his credit card. Boop. Even though they didn't really have that technology then. Just go with me here for a second, Jeff. Boop, goes out. He's got a full arm full of Anytizers. Now he's running back down as an entire group of people chasing him. He gets to his door. His wife opens the door and he goes, I got Anytizers and I brought the party. Tyson's Anytizers for any party anywhere.
And that man
That was amazing.
played by
That
a
was
young
amazing.
Ray Austin.
Young
Full
Ray.
fade. Full fade.
High
Young Ray
top.
Austin.
Woo!
Just mustache.
Stash.
Just mustache.
Just mustache.
I love it. I love it.
I
That's
didn't know where that was going to go.
Gosh, that was. I saw that whole script. I'm like,
That's pretty good. I mean,
Just call me Josh Draper or
Josh, it's a little close to the old O.J. Simpson Hertz Rent-A-Car ads.
Damn.
It really was. I
But,
don't
you know, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I was thinking you were gonna go, honey. We don't have any Anytizers, and then the wall breaks open. In comes 3 FCF football players, full Anytizer jerseys on.
Kool-Aid Man style.
Kool-Aid Man style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What
And then
Go ahead.
honey,
Bars
what
right
happened
now.
to our wall? He's like, don't look at that. Just enjoy the party.
Yeah, it's an
just enjoy the
Anytizer moment.
Yeah.
Or okay. How about this? How about this?
Go.
Family sitting around the dinner table.
Yes.
Everybody's hungry. The kids
Boom.
moping, sitting down, their sad faces. The wife goes, honey, what time is it? And he holds up his watch, and all it says on every part of the watch is Anytizer, and it just clicks over, and he's like, it's Anytizer time. No, okay.
Whoa,
I'm
that
not as good as Josh on this
was a
stuff.
rough one. It was rough. How about Jeff? Let me pick you up. Let me pick you up. All right. Here's what happens. A young Ray Austin. Okay.
Yeah,
he's in his kitchen. He's looking around. It's the game is about to start. He doesn't know what's going on. He opens his freezer. He reaches in. His entire body is drugged through the freezer into a new into a new dimension where it's Anytizer. It's a whole new Earth 2. He's now in the multiverse, the Anytizer multiverse, where the water tastes fine and the
the water
Anytizers
tastes like honey barbecue, buffalo, tequila, lime, and that's all it is.
Let's go. It's
a whole ocean of boneless chicken bites, popcorn chicken, and chicken fries. That's all it is.
Okay.
Wow.
Boom. We did it.
Done.
Tyson.
Done.
Yeah.
Man,
Done.
maybe they need to pay us way more.
I don't
than
know who Tyson's advertising agency is, but it's not doing its job.
now.
Hey, Ink and Toner.
Ink and Toner.
Ink and Toner advertising at large.
Hey,
They create
addicts.
ads by day, bust crimes by night.
Ink and Toner. One special power is the ability to fill printers everywhere. The other one, we're not really sure what he does. Ink and toner.
Ink and toner? Do you know how much property damage you created by busting those perps? And also, Tyson's wants the new boards for the ads yesterday.
He's the police chief slash
boss at the ad agency.
He's both. He's also, that's also a show by day, police chief by night.
Ad executive.
You did a backdoor pilot for the next show, Jeff.
Yeah, we just did. We made an entire block of programming on a Thursday night.
Wow.
NBCLX after FCF and NBCLX will bring you Ink and Toner, brought to you back to back with Toner and Ink's captain Dan
Johnson.
Captain Dan.
Captain Dan.
You just ripped off Forrest Gump.
No, that's Lieutenant Dan. That's Lieutenant Dan.
No, it's different. Right. Completely different.
Yeah,
Right.
Lieutenant
Way
Dan.
different. Played by the same guy, though. Played by the same guy.
It's Gary Sinise. It's Gary Sinise.
Yes.
Always. Chicago legend actor Gary Sinise. Right? Steppenwolf Theater's own.
Man.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
when Jeffrey did the "It's any Tizer o'clock," it reminded me about when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I had this one friend who would never hang up. You know, like Josh does that. Do you got 3 minutes? Cool. This guy would be like, so what's your day like? I'm like, it's going pretty good. But, it's like, oh, that's great. Mine too. And he would keep asking questions. So I started going like, hey, Ray, what time is it? And he'd be like, I don't know. It's like 3:28. And I would yell back whatever time it was. I'd go, it's 3:28. And I would hang up. Every time. It's 4:13, and I would just hang up. And then, about a month in, he's like, I get it. Okay, it's fine. Like every time I asked him what time it was, he would hang up. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. When I was a kid, my dad would wake up like really early to like work out and whatever. But then he wouldn't have to go to work till a little bit later. So like we'd get off from school, like we'd go to school, whatever. My mom would go to work, and he would just he would take a nap. Like he would take like a mid-morning nap, like close his eyes, right? And there'd be a couple times where I'd be like home from school sick or something. I knew I'd have to go to work, and I'd go in his door and be like, Dad. He's like, oh, what time is it? I was like, 9:15. He's like, 9:15. And then he's like, give me 5 more minutes. And he'd go back to sleep. He'd act like he was so late, but then he was like, 5 more minutes.
Well, we've been talking a lot about Tyson's Anytizers. They are delicious. They are smiling snackers, as we like to say. They have kicks of flavor, perfect for snack time or game day or any time. And also the sponsor of Tyson Presents Hungry for the Season, our recurring segment where we take a look at folks we are excited about that are also hungry for season 2.0 in the FCF. And we have a guest we are very excited to talk with. Backstage, Chris Robb is with us. Let's bring him on.
I'm Chris Robb. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I play wide receiver. I feel like I have great hands. I'm always consistent. If you throw it to me, I'm going to catch it. You don't have to worry about any drops or anything like that. And I feel like that's my best attribute. Try to be as explosive as I can. If the ball's in the air, just going and getting it, being explosive, being powerful in my movements, having strong hands. It was a great day. It was competitive. It was all fun, messing around with the DBs, just, telling them that they can't guard me. Video games, I play them all the time. MLB, 2K, Madden, we play it all. I just want the fans to know that they're gonna get a great player, someone that's consistent, someone that, that's reliable, just an all-around good player. And just always try to get better, and, every single day.
Love it. Chris, welcome to Ecstatic.
AKA
the FCF show. Welcome, man. It's good to have you with us.
Appreciate you having me. I appreciate it.
Dude.
We got to see a little bit of your highlight reel there from the tryout. Tell us a little bit about what that day was like, seeing potential competition for the league and what your expectation is for FCF.
It was like I said, it was competitive. It was, a lot of great guys out there. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of random because I had a friend that played in the FCF, or Caleb Lewis. He let me know about the tryout that was going on in Arlington. I had no idea, so I was like, okay, I'll come up and whatever. I've been training and working out and everything. So I just went up there and did what I did, and now I'm here. So it was a lot. It was I looked at the FCF. I was like, okay, this is a really good opportunity, and so I was just glad to be a part of it.
Very cool, man.
So you've got a perfect name for thievery as you know what I mean? Like, we can make a really good nickname out of this.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, there's a lot of toss-up balls, a lot of one-on-one, a lot of man-up drills, Chris Rob. And we got to make sure we play that in. I'm writing your name down with my Sharpie marker like I'm an actual coach. It's just on a tiny little Post-it. But we've got the nickname there, because I will say, dude, in that tryout, that football looked tiny in your hands.
Yeah.
You've got dinner plates for hands, because when I catch a football, it looks like it should look.
You mean if you catch a football?
Wow. Okay, Jeff. Thank
you. Wow.
Anyway, what have like some of your awesome nicknames been as you played football since like a little kid?
I think I used to have like, it was a student section in high school. They used to have signs that say "You got robbed." That was
I like
yes.
Yeah, C Rob. Some of my friends called me like C Robbery. I don't know why they call me. But
Yeah. We're gonna have to get some guys dressed up like old school robbers, like in Great Train Robbery, up in the stands for you. Yeah,
Josh. What about this? When he catches a touchdown pass, and in the booth we say, "I need to report a robbery."
Yes.
Hey Chris, I got a chance to spend a little time with you. I was the one that interviewed you, but also I was with a lot of the DBs, and you was roasting a lot of them cats, and I had to actually move you around because I was just trying to see where you fit, because I was like, man, this is a big wide receiver, but also I could see you, as a tight end as well. So we had put you up against some linebackers. You held your own there, but you was just as effective on the outside too. So tell us, like, what position would you feel better in? The tight end position, which I think you could still play, or the wide out position as receiver?
I mean, I could do anywhere, whatever. Really, like I can play receiver. I played receiver my whole life. I played a little tight end a little bit in high school, but my whole life I've been an outside receiver. But I mean, I can wherever. I play football at the end of the day, so
Yeah.
I be a tight end. I could be an outside receiver. I could be inside receiver. I feel like I'm pretty versatile in that aspect. So,
And tell everybody what you're doing now, and on what you've been doing on your off season, as you being in school and stuff.
yeah, I'm in grad school. I've been training, every day. As far as like just sprints and just heavy lifting. You guys told me you guys saw me as like a little bit of a tight end at the combine, so I've been trying to get my weight up a little bit.
Okay.
Dees, he'd be a nasty Mahina, man. He's faster.
Yes.
But he reminds me of Mahina a little bit. So that's why I said that.
In multiple ways too, Chris. I want to talk to you a little bit about what you talked about in that video with that trash talking the DBs. Like, I want to know, like, what are you saying at the line when you're really getting in their heads? It's so much a mental game. I want to hear what your trash talk is like.
I don't really say too much at the line. I mean, I kind of chuckle and laugh, especially.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Disrespect.
Like, linebackers, because I usually go against safeties and corners. So, whenever a linebacker press up, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be an easy catch or whatever. I'm not trying to be like cocky or whatever, but it's gonna be an easy catch or a touchdown or whatever. But I love to. I mean, I'm not a huge trash talker, but it does kind of feed into my game. It's fun. It it adds the competitive aspect to it, and I mean I love it. So
I see a couple numbers behind your head there, C Rob. Oh, yeah. 83, 15. You got a preference on number?
Yeah, 15, 83. Yeah, those are my 83 were my numbers. My freshman and sophomore year in college, and then my 15 was my junior senior year. Yeah,
right on, right on.
So you're going to be coming into a league where the fans are the ones who are making the play calls.
Right.
Talk to us about how you feel about that. What is that going to be like?
I trust the fans. I trust. I trust them to, try to give me the ball a little bit. Try to get me in the end zone a little bit, but whatever the fans choose, I'll run the route or make the block or whatever. I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. So
Jeff, I think we know the easiest way to put on weight for the tight end role is Tyson's Anytizers, the sponsor of today's Tyson's Presents Hungry for the season. Get that honey barbecue buffalo or of course the tequila lime.
Yeah.
I love Tyson's Nuggets. I don't have to add like the last guy that was here, but I love
it. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. If you're a tight end on the line, you want tequila lime.
Come on,
Okay.
Jeff.
There you go.
Jeff, you're 0 for 2. Come on, we have a guest here.
I think it worked.
Solid.
Oh, you think it worked? Okay,
I think
he thinks
it worked. I think it worked.
See, Rob?
I like
Yeah,
it.
He likes
okay.
it. He liked it. He liked it.
Yeah, all right.
There you go.
Talk to me though. So like, you know a little bit about the ownership groups right now. Is there anybody that you like at this point you like play? You want ideally you'd end up on the Beast with Marshawn. You want to play for Quavo? Who like what does that look like from the ownership groups that you know about?
Or do you want to go to a new team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I saw it was 4 new teams. I really don't have a preference. I just want to play.
That's awesome.
I just really want to get on the field. I've heard a lot about the Beast and the Glacier Boys though. So
Have you spotted the jerseys? We were showing the jerseys. Have you seen the jerseys?
yeah, those are all the jerseys are amazing though. Like the new Beast jersey was great.
Yeah.
So probably the Beast or Glacier Boys. It really doesn't matter to me, but probably one of those two maybe.
Love it.
If you could say your game was styled off somebody that we might know, a receiver in the league right now, or a receiver that doesn't play anymore, Hall of Famer, whatever, who would you say you most try to like model your game after?
Well, now, like a receiver now, I've gotten a lot of like T. Higgins.
Oh,
Okay.
One of my best friends, Cortez, always calls me T. Higgins. So I'm like, okay. But I've gotten a few Larry Fitzgeralds as well.
yeah.
Just cool, catch everything. So I, probably one of those.
You
two
say
Mike.
Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, because I've been in Arizona for a while, and so like I've been watching Larry. Like you as big as Larry, and which
Right.
that's what like when you was out there, I was just like, man, I'm like, dude, he kind of remind me of Larry because you was bodying up a whole bunch of them little guys. And I
yeah.
was just like, that's what caught my eye, bro. Because I said the same thing. I kind of when you evaluate players, you either put them with your teammates or guys that you kind of went up against and you kind of know. And that's when I saw that. That's why I was like, yeah, he's a big body guy that could definitely be good, in the end zone, in the red zone. Catching that third down strong, that I could, or playing tight end, playing inside. So.
Do you guys know where Larry Fitzgerald played college football?
Oh,
Dees, you could
stop.
probably answer this.
Stop.
That I do know. So.
University of Pittsburgh. See, Rob got it. Let's go.
Chris in the chat, 6 Mike Films said Anquan Bolden, perhaps.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you, I've heard Anquan Bolden like probably 2 or 3 times in my career. Yeah, I've heard Anquan before.
There you go.
The size, the hands. Yeah.
So, players, listen, fans are going to call your number. They want to know, what are you most comfortable? Like this is a very singular question, but you like an out route, you like a slant. Where do you think you're quickest to the ball kind of a situation? When your number got called in college or high school or something, you're like, this is mine. I got this all day.
Right. I love the fade ball. You know, just I'm tall. They throw it up. I played basketball my whole career, so you know I've been I've been told like, oh, you know, it's basketball. Just box them out or go up and get it. You know, but other than that, probably the slant. I love a good slant
Okay.
because
Right
you can
on.
you're already in stride. You catch it. You can, you know, break a tackle and make a move. And I love a
Rack yards, baby.
and probably like a deep out. I like deep outs too. Yeah.
Ray, don't tell any of the DBs.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, shh, that stays here.
I'm already gonna get it. I'm gonna be calling it out on the field.
Chris, Josh mentioned it. You know, again, fans are calling your number. What do you want them to know about you, like off the field? Like what kind of guy you are? Like again, we try and make every effort in this league to give fans an insight to who the guys are, but like both on and off the field. And there's like anything you want fans to know about you that sets you apart, or just want them to know.
And before you answer that, Chris, I was trying to bring that up earlier because when we was in our interview, you had said some really cool things about what you were doing off the like right now, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. So please share that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do a lot of fundraiser stuff. I held a school drive. I think that's what he was referring to. I held a school drive. You know, during the summer. This was the second one I did. So the second year, I plan on doing another one next year. You know, I feel like, you know, for the fans, I feel like I'm a good person. I, I'm accountable. I feel like I'm, kind of trustworthy. I'm consistent. I'm, you know, I feel like I'm just an all around, kind of, just a good person. I just want. I'm a great teammate. I feel like I'm a great person. So, I feel like that'll all work out in the end. So,
Yeah,
love it.
That's kind of just the base of me. Just how I was raised and everything. So, I feel like that's me.
love it.
I mean, I will tell you what, the way he describes himself is a lot of times how Tyson would describe an anytizer, Jeff. Dependable, based, foundation. Guys hungry for FCF season version 2.0. Listen, the fact that we get to interview you guys prior to the season, all during the season, like there's going to be a ton of content that you're going to be able to show yourself off this season, Chris. And listen, man, just by that quick little video, the size of your hands, they could crush some anytizers and grab a ton of footballs.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Chris, before you go.
Right.
The most important question, I think.
Okay.
Honey barbecue, buffalo, or tequila lime? Which way you can only pick one? What you gonna go with?
And there is a wrong answer.
Yeah, this is like boneless chicken bites, popcorn chicken, wings. Wings. So you got honey barbecue, buffalo, or tequila lime.
Buffalo all day.
Yeah.
Buffalo. There you have it.
Smart guy.
Solid choice. Solid choice.
I'm a lemon pepper buffalo guy, but yeah, buffalo.
we can talk to people at Tyson. We know some people at Tyson.
Hey, horn with Tyson.
Where the hell's the lemon pepper?
Need some buffalo lemon, lemon pepper wings. I'm down. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's get the Chris Rob flavor up in here. Let's just call it C-Rob. Yeah.
Go.
Now,
what we need to do is have C-Rob come in on a train. Old Pullman Yards. It was an old railway. Okay. Here we come. The Great Train Robbery. He jumps off. The whole team comes with him, about to steal a victory. Bo, come on, ride the train. C-Rob, let's go, dude. Come on.
I'm down for whatever. I'm going.
Well, I love it.
We're so excited to have you part of the league and to see what you're capable of in season 2.0. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a good sport. We can't wait to see lots more of you this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Got it.
Absolutely.
See Rob.
Chris Rob. What a legend.
I love it. I love him. I thought, man, every time we get to meet a player, it's like, we got such awesome players in this league.
Ray, you and the football ops team, the whole coaching staff, everybody.
Killing it.
You know, it's really awesome that we bring such amazing people on to.
He's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be a dog right there. Like, and I'm still kind of, I'm still torn, man. I'm like, man, he reminds me of like Mahina, which you guys don't know, but he was like one of our first players at Screaming Eagles. It was a tight end, and he was just phenomenal. Wasn't the fastest, but see, Rob is way faster because I put him on the outside, and some of 2 DBs that we had actually signed, he was crushing. So I was like, yeah, this dude, he reminded me of Fitzgerald. So it was so funny. He was number 11 in the actual tryout, which was crazy. But
start designing some of those plays, like how they throw, how they'll throw Tyreek Hill on an end around, or like how they used to do with Megatron, throw him the ball in the backfield. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, it feels like a real weapon. I hope he comes to the Beasts, man. I hope he comes to the Beasts.
He did say he liked that Beast jersey, Jeffrey.
I know.
He did say he liked the Beast.
That's what I said. Let's get him. Let's snag him. Franchise that boy. I love it.
Okay, idea. Quick idea here.
Please.
Okay, here we go. We get Miro a Triceratops outfit. Like he is the we don't know it's Miro. We don't know it's him. He comes out, they're like, oh my God, the Triceratops is jacked. The Beast is jacked. He looks angry. Fire. We're like, holy shit, the Beast fire. Miro rips the head off, like, oh my God, it's Miro. Boom, boom, boom. All the beasts come out around him, and it's just like it's like this a full dinosaur attack. I've got too many ideas today. I'll be honest with you.
And they all pull out Tyson's Anytizers.
Anytizers.
The only way to satisfy the beast, the hunger of the beast.
Yes. You know how like T.O. did popcorn that one time? How T.O. did popcorn?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
We get Tyson popcorn chicken, Jeff.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can we also get somebody doing sit-ups in their front yard?
Yes, that too.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Josh, you know me as a yes and kind of guy, but when you started that conversation, you said, "Get."
I like that. I like that.
Break it, you, Josh.
Hey, Autobot,
We
can't hear you.
Triceratops.
We didn't get any of it. We didn't get any of what you said, Patrick, but that's okay. Hey, we got another thing to do. By the way,
hey, Bumblebee, we couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can decide on the name of what this show will be called next week. Get those titles, suggestions in. I think Macuga Magic has been suggested.
Again? That can't be
every
a thing.
week. Every week.
Yeah. So get your suggestions for what the show should be called. The power is in your hands. You are the fans. So,
how about Mega Dees or Deesatron? Because he's been a Transformer.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Optimus Dees.
Optimus Dees. Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime.
Optimus. There it is.
We already did Ecstatic, and it's very difficult for me to say. Dees top prime.
How about Decepticon?
Decepticon.
It's right
come on, Ray, you genius.
Josh, you're fired.
I'm fired.
Come on,
Ray, you're the new. It's now just Toner or Ink. I don't know which is which, but it's only one of them now.
Toner and Toner. It's just Toner and Toner.
Yeah. All right, we have another big thing that needs to happen before we sign off this wonderful episode, and that is, I got a gift. I got a thing in the mail.
Yeah, you did.
This is because I don't know what you want to call it. Dominated the picks for that we did.
Sure,
this season.
Jeff. Sure.
They were,
you won by one. You won by one.
There were
Some
two
people might call
categories.
that domination.
There were two categories, and I won both of them. So feels like domination to me. So I don't know what this is. I'm opening it right here. This evidently is my reward for winning.
God, I hope it's like a shake weight.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the leg lamp from that Christmas story.
I'm hoping it is shoes in my size.
Oh.
No, we got we got here. We got bubble wrap.
Oh man.
Wrap.
Okay.
Unwrapping it. Oh
no.
Dun dun dun. Look at that, baby! It says 2022 fantasy football champion Jeff Cannata. Finally, something to pass down to my children.
Well, you passed down your genetically decent athletic ability, Jeff. So you've already given them that to really look forward to.
A little trophy for a little guy. Good job.
No, the trophy's enormous. It just looks little in my huge hands.
Do we think that Jeff should put that trophy on the line this Saturday in a rematch of
Yes.
We'll get one of the actual quarterbacks because David Handler has injured his back lifting weights. I was amazed. I kind of said something mean to him today on the phone. I was like, were you lifting weights or did you sneeze like me? And he's like, no, man, I was lifting weights. I was like, oh, okay. Got it. Jeff, I mean, listen, we're live in Orlando this Saturday. Ray, you got to be there. Doncor's got to be there. Coach Liotta, Coach Jenks to really judge Jeff's athletic ability.
Dude, my entire goal at this point is the thing that's so ironic to me is that amongst my peer group, I'm the athlete. And then I come here. I mean, my entire goal at this point is to convince Ray Austin that I'm not a complete loser.
That's been the long game here.
Bro, listen. I was interviewed and I saw in the reflection of the camera, which made me turn around. I was like, wait, did that just happen?
No, you said that. I've told these guys that the words when I hit the ground, I heard over everybody else, I heard that didn't just happen. And it will always haunt me for the rest of my days. And all these pictures of me that you guys are using where I look like a goofball. And I'm like, I'm scrounging, I'm finding all the pictures of me when I did the triathlon and the 7 marathons that I've run and like
your football picture.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Josh has like got golf photos. That's not a sport.
This is hard to watch.
Jeff, this is just a begging situation.
It's just hard to watch.
Yeah,
Decepticon 1.
Love it.
Decepticon 1. Anyway, I would like to point out our buddy Six Mike Film in the chat who said Lando Calrissian, Florida, which I would like to argue that this morning at exactly 9 a.m. Pacific time, I texted Jeff Cannata and Patrick Dees. You guys know my favorite Floridian Star Wars character? That's right, Orlando Calrissian, to which I responded to myself, thanks everyone, immediately after. So yeah, Six Mike Films, great minds think alike. And then Jeff Cannata comes in, okay, with, I mean, it was almost as bad as this Zenitizer watch idea. It was, I prefer Lord of the Rings because, you know, Orlando Bloom. That's not even a pun. That's the man's name. Yeah. And then I responded with
of fantasy films.
Yeah. What about drumline star Orlando Jones? Just to make sure Jeff felt bad. Just to make sure Jeff didn't feel bad about himself.
Well, I was gonna say too bad we're not going back to Vegas because we could all watch Tony Orlando.
Oh, okay. See you in Orlando.
What is happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Even though, you know, this is my my humility show. This is the show where I get humbled every
I would like to point out that Jeff's like amongst my friend group. You mean your Dungeons and Dragons friends? Yeah. You're the athlete.
I'm the athlete. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm like, wow.
Shocker. Yeah. Ray, he named the show Dungeon Run simply so he could be like make it like more of a sport, right? But
why do I get shit on so much? Macuga plays golf.
What's wrong with golf? There's going to be an FCG here pretty soon. Fan-controlled golf. Don't you worry about it, Jeffrey. All right. Don't you worry.
Well, I'm getting on a plane and I'll be in physical proximity with these knuckleheads.
You might be getting on a plane. Let's be honest. There's about a 50% chance after the show.
If he has to run to the plane, slim chance he makes it.
Hashtag justice for Jeff in the chat.
Oh, justice for Jeff.
Oh, Macuga's relentless.
When he goes through the airport, you don't have to take his shoes
off.
Ray Austin, everybody! I think we should revote. I think we should revote the show name, Decepticon, or we just make 2 weeks from now Justice for Jeff, where none of us show up and Jeff has to do the entire show by himself.
Oh,
he just spent phenomenal an hour and a half shitting on the three of us.
Just be a slideshow. Here I am doing the triathlon. Here's a picture of me coming across the finish line.
Man. I like that Jeff says like there's a picture of me doing a marathon. He didn't mention winning it or a place.
Winning it. I don't think you know how marathons work. I was winning it.
I'm pretty sure I know how they work. 26 miles, the person that's the fastest wins.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Sort of, kind of.
Woo!
All
Man,
right.
love you, Jeff. You're the best. Yep. You're the best. You can make fun of me all you want. Yep. You know that. I mean, no, it's okay. Can we end the show real quick because he wasn't here last week? Can we just show the Ginger Assassin and see if he's related to Patrick Dees?
Please.
Can we just show?
Hold on. What time is it? What time is it first?
It's 3. We got 4 minutes.
Tip of the cap, sir.
Amazing.
Crushed us.
There's the
wow. Right. All right. Here he comes. You ready, Patrick? Here he is.
I'm ready for anything like that.
Come on, kid, do it.
It's the first. Look at him. Look at him.
He did it. We didn't have the audio last time. I love the audio.
Anthony Neuer made after a rare 7-10 split, the first time televised since 1991, Dees. 1991.
How do you think I would look with that mullet? The length of that guy's hair.
Really good. You got the head for a mullet.
I can crush that.
The 710 only been made on television 3 times in the history of professional bowling on TV.
Unbelievable. Only a ginger could hit
Come on,
this.
kid, do it.
Boom! Come on, kid, do it.
Come on, kid, do it. He did it.
Come on, kid, do it. Oh, I'm proud for him.
Dees, can you wear that shirt for all of the broadcasts?
I'm definitely showing up in that shirt. You kidding me?
Yes.
I love, dude. I used to have a woman who worked for me that was also a redhead, and about every other day she'd show up at my desk with some weird redhead fact. Do you know that we're more tolerant to pain medication? Do you know we're down to like 1.8% of us? It was like she just had all of these random redhead. So I'm proud of my brethren here. Proud of them.
Yeah.
Hey, before we leave, I want to say one thing. I think Ray, you were in top tier performance.
Oh, yeah.
all episodes
all
today.
night.
Like just zinger after zinger after zinger.
Yeah.
Firing.
I think, unmatched performance. Unmatched.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd echo that.
Be with us day after tomorrow, Saturday, February 5th, 6th, 6th, 7th.
February 5th.
5th. What day is today?
Today's the 3rd.
5th.
It's the 9th.
Be there. 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/FCF. DAZN. We're going to all be there. It's going to be a blast. The Orlando tryout. Do not miss it. Tell your friends. It's going to be awesome.
Hey, guys, this is fun, but that's going to be work. So now we all had our fun. Now we all, not just us, everybody on this call right now. Everybody
go
get to work.
That's right.
Go and scout. Let's go.
Go to work.
Yeah.
All right.
Have some fun.
All right.
Orlando.
See you gentlemen
See you there.
Power to the fans.
Power to the fans.
Power to the fans.